It's story time. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Lisa. You know the drill, guys. If you're new, hit the like button, tell a friend, share, watch. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Watch the video, tell a friend, and share and like. Okay, let's jump into today's story. This one's kind of sad. Embarrassing. Why do I tell all these embarrassing stories? This happened a few years ago, hence you can tell by the title a little bit what it's about. So here, let me give you a little backstory. I try to pride myself as a woman who, let's say I try to be hip, try to be like a cool mom. I try to know what's happening in the world, you know what I mean? I try to like stay up with some of the latest trends, you know, especially since I'm a YouTuber, you know, an entrepreneur, you know, try to keep up. But, you know, thought I knew it all. I know I don't know it all, but I thought I knew a little bit about emojis. What is an emoji? I'll tell you what an emoji is. It's these little things, you know? Let me give you the definition of Google of what an emoji is. They even have an emoji search engine. Oh, wow. Emoji are those little smiley faces, those little characters that are yellow, and all those little stuff that you see on your phone or your computer. To rather than typing out the words that you mean and the emotion that you're feeling, you'd rather just use a symbol, you know, those little things, you know, to express it, to either make the person feel happy, sad, like a little smile on their face, you know what I mean? I get it. I don't even remember when emoji came out, what year that was, but anyway, here I am. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Here I am thinking that, you know, I was cool, but I'm not. I don't even know half the stuff out there in the world that's happening. But in case you don't know what emojis are, and these are emojis. Can you see it? Yeah. Those little smiley faces. Those little things right there to express how you're feeling rather than the old school way of writing it out, but we're too lazy to write out anything. So one of these emojis, right? That's what an emoji is. So I follow a few famous people on TikTok, you know what I mean? On the gram, on YouTube or whatever, you know what I mean? And I follow Cardi B. And, you know, Cardi B is from the Bronx. And a couple of years ago, there was a sad story that came out. To this day, I can picture the guy in my head because he kind of looks like a combination of my son, other family member, the guys in the family. Very handsome guy. Unfortunately, he passed away. He was killed. It was a senseless killing set up by some other people his age. Oh, just thinking about it was whatever. So I don't watch the news, right? So I see all these people were posting, not only on Cardi B's page, but other people were posting. And here's the climax of the story. So when I watch, you know, I was like, what's happening? Like, what did I miss, right? And why is everybody posting on her page? Because she commented about it. And everyone was posting at that time about this senseless killing and what happened with this young man, right? Very handsome. May his soul rest in peace. But it was just a sad story. And being a parent, being a mom, I started boo-hoo crying. I was crying my eyes out over this story of how this guy got killed and how everything. So here I am. I did a little research, type into Google to find out more about the story and how they were looking for the people at the time because the story was just fresh, right? And I commented on somebody's page. Somebody had a video more about what was happening, right? Like a video of the, like they had a camera or something of the actual killing or something. Like what happened was, I was so watching all these videos of people, because you know it was fresh news that was coming out and everything, and here I am crying my heart out, you know, just imagining what that poor mother is feeling and everything like that. And then this happened, guys. What is that? This happened. In the midst of me crying, I commented on one of the people that I don't even know, I don't even follow them. I commented on their video, on their Instagram, and I said something like, I wrote like a long sentence, and I know I mentioned it in my podcast years ago when it freshly happened, because what the heck is that? There's a bug flying around for some strange reason for the first time. So I commented something like, oh my god, it's so sad, or something like that. Or I wrote like a couple of sentences, and normally I don't on a person's page that I don't know anything about, but I commented something to the effect that it's just so sad, you know, hope that they find the people, or something to that effect. Mind you, this was fresh news just happening, you know, and they were saying that the police was looking for you know, the killers, and if anybody has any information or whatever. So here I am typing it in the midst of me grieving, because the story was so sad of how they killed him, and how he tried to get help at the corner store, and how they didn't even let him in. You guys remember that story? They didn't even let him in, and it was just so sad. And he was just, the hospital was just down the street, and he had to walk himself. Even thinking about it, I want to cry right now, to be quite honest, and I'm trying not to, just to finish this video. But here I am writing a comment, and once again on the page that I don't know anything about, and after the comment I put, you ready, an emoji. Now there's only a few emojis that I commonly use, and right now there probably is what, 100 or more emojis. I don't even know what half of them mean. I only use the smiley face one that just smiles, you know, kind of like this, if you can see. But I decided to represent something to indicate that I'm crying my eyes out. They have one here. I don't know if you guys can see this one. They have one here. I don't know if you guys can see. Or, oh, that's better. Like this one, crying, but I didn't see it on my phone, or maybe they just added it, I don't know. But I did this one right here. So to me, as someone trying to be a cool mom, trying to think that I know, which I didn't know, because all I saw was the tears, but the mouth is open to indicate that the person is laughing. You know, sometimes I laugh, and the laugh is so good that I laugh and then tears come to the eyes. I didn't know that's what that meant, so I put that there, right? So here I am, I commented, and I was like, I even said to myself, wow, you normally don't comment. I'm talking in my head. I was like, you normally don't comment on somebody's page. But the story was just so sad from beginning to end. And okay, here I am chilling. I said what I had to say on that page and whatever. Then I get these dings on my phone. I was like, who is this? You know, didn't recognize the name. And I saw ding, ding, ding. And then people were like, do you think this is funny? Huh? Huh? How dare you be laughing? Guys, that was the first time, not the first time, but that in that moment, guys, I became so scared. I was like scared out of my mind. I was like, what are they talking about? So then other people were commenting like, do you think this is funny? Like somebody's starting to threaten me. I was like, what is going on? So then they were like, then somebody was kind enough to say, why did you use that emoji or something? They kind of like hinted. I think they kind of like figured out that I didn't know what I thought I knew or whatever. So I said, oh my God, help me, Lord Jesus, help me. I put the wrong emoji on somebody's page for this boy that had just died. Has that ever happened to you before? Has anybody else felt what I felt? Especially when somebody died and you used the wrong emoji. And I was like, oh my God, the cops are looking for these people. They probably think that I'm one of them, God forbid. Here I am putting a laughy face meal. So I had to look it up real quickly. What does this emoji mean? My hands couldn't type fast enough. I didn't know what the picture was to type in to say, what does this picture mean? Somebody help me. Like, these people are gonna come after me. Why are all these people texting me? Typing all these things. Like, what the hell? So, I panicked, guys. I was like, what the heck does this emoji mean? And nothing was coming on the screen, nothing. And then I found it. And it said, rolling on the floor laughing. That's what that emoji meant. The one that I put on there. I was devastated. Devastated is not the word to use. Guys, Lord, I learned that lesson, and I learned it quick. Do not use emojis. Did you know that I didn't use an emoji for the next year or two? And the only thing I used, if I had to use one, was a smiley face. I was so out of my mind to use an emoji. I even looked up and I said, you know what? I'm going back old school way, and I'm going to type out what I mean. I'm not going to use an emoji. The lesson I learned, guys, I'm not that cool. At least in that instance, I wasn't. I only use 2 emojis right now, and unless I'm really laughing or it's a funny joke or something within my family, but if it's somebody that I'm commenting on or somebody's page, I only use a smiley face. I know I'm not the only one out there that used the wrong emoji. To this day, that was one that's more embarrassing than any story in my life. Of all the embarrassing stuff, that was the one that made me blush. That was the one that I can't stop thinking about. I've gotten better. So if you have to use an emoji, look it up what it. Until next time, guys, peace, love, bye.